Now we will shift this plane, we will push it down by 0.5 to make our W0 to be minus 0.5. So now we will make it a little bit faster than the previous clip. Okay. We have x1, x2, and output again, false, 0 1 to be true, 1 0 to be true, and 1 1 to be true. So guys, our equation is now W0 plus W1 x1 plus W2 x2. It must be greater than 0. This time our W0 is 0.5 and this is W1, W2. Okay, so now we will create a space again to make it x1, W1 and W2, but you have to remember that this time we have W0 to be 0 minus 0.5. Okay, so it's quite simple, right? Let's check here. Let's check here. For E1, E2, E3, and E4. For E1. Okay, we start with E4 first. If we start with E4, here, X1 and X2 is 1 and 1. Look at this. So our equation will be minus 0.5 plus W1 times 1 plus W2 times 1. That is, our line must be equal to 0, right? So minus 0.5 plus W1 plus W2 is 0. So W1 plus W2 will be 0.5. So guys, our 0.5 is here. So for the last line, this one for E4 line, this one is E4 line. Again, which part can be used to classify this E4? If we choose, for example, if we choose 1 1, W1 is 1, W2 is 1. Take a look at this. So it will be minus 0.5 plus 1. W1 is 1, right? And x1 is 1. W2 is 1. X2 is 1. So is it greater than 0? Sure. This one is 1 and 1. So it will be 0.5 plus 1 plus 1. That is greater than 0. So this one is 1.5 greater than 0. So it's correct, right? So it's correct. So guys, all this in this area can be used to classify E4. Okay, can be used to classify E4. So this one is here on this part will be classified E4 as positive one. Okay, so next. If we use the arrow, guys, take a look at this. If we use the arrow to tell that this part will classify example as a positive, this one. So we need the area on the same side as the arrow, right? Okay, for both, for all E2, E3, and E4. So that's this one is E2, right? Now we go to E3. Oh, sorry. This one is E4 for E4. Now we go to E3. E3 for E3 E3 is x1, x2 is 1 0. This part. So we will move to this one. Our equation will be minus 0.5 plus W1 x1 that is 1 plus W2 x2 that is 0. The line is 0. So W1 will be 0.5. So where is W1 is 0.5? Here, right? W1 is 0.5. So this one is for E3. Okay, and all 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 examples, all sorry, all weight W1 W2, all weight W1 W2. Take a look at this. We'll check which part can make this one to be positive. So guys, look at this. If we choose the same point 1 1, the same point 1 1, it will be minus 0.5 plus 0.5 W1, right? W1 is 1, x1 is 1, plus W2 is 1, x2 is 0. Is it greater than 0? Look at this. Plus 1 plus 0. Greater than 0, right? So guys, in this part, oh, sorry guys, W1, oh, okay, W1 is 0.5, it's correct. This one is 0.5. Okay, so this one will be 0.5, that is greater than 0. So guys, this part on this side will classify our example to be positive, right? So, and we need this example to be positive too. So we need this area to be like can be used. So 1 1 still fine. Okay. Okay. Now we come with E2. For E2, E2 is 0 1. So our equation will be minus 0.5, that is our space here, plus W1 that is 0, plus W2 x2 that is 1. So it must be 0. So this part is 0. So it will be minus 0.5 plus W2 is 0. So W2 is 0.5. So our line is here. W2 is 0.5. So this is E2. Okay. Okay. So which part of this line will classify this example to be positive? So the answer is, you can imagine that this one is the positive one also. Okay, for if you can understand this, because you can check that, okay, you can choose this representative again, minus 1 1, or you can use this point, the origin, to be 0 and 0. It's fine. If you use 0 and 0, W1 to be 0, W2 to be 0, okay, the summation here will be minus 0.5, right? This is less than 0. So on the lower part will be the negative one. But for this side, 1 and 1, so you can imagine that 1 and 1, here 1 and 1. So it must be, the summation will be 1.5, that is greater than 0. Okay, so all above the line will be able to classify the example to be positive, and we need a positive one, so we shade this area. So guys, now, now, now we have all four, all three of them. And for the last one, E1, E1, that is 0 and 0. So our equation will be minus 0.5 plus W I times 0 plus W2 0. It must be greater than 0. So this one is 0.5 greater than 0 or not? Is no, not. So it classified this example because the summation is less than 0, right? So all points here, will classify this example to be the negative one. That is the one that we want, right? So you can use any point in this area. So guys, our answer is intersection of all of them. So guys, in the case that W0 is minus 0.5, you can use any W1 and W2 that is greater than 0.5 and 0.5. You can pick up any point. Okay, so you can pick up 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 4 and 4. Okay, or 3, 5, 4, 5, any values in the in this area. Look at this. Any point in this area can be used to classify this example. Okay, so this is the reason that we can choose any weight in this area, right? So I can show you that if we if we pick up 0.5 plus 10x1 plus 12x2 is must be greater than 0, right? So in the first example, W1 is 0, W2 is 0. So it will be like the summation is 0.5, right? Minus 0.5, right? So it will be the negative one. But for all other remaining 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1, all of these parts will be positive, right? Sum it with minus 0.5. 10 times 0 is 0, and 20 times 1 is 20. So this one, I'll find the summation for you. The summation is minus 0.5. The summation is 19.5, right? And the summation here is 9.5, and this one is 29.5. So it can be used to classify this example. So guys, now I think you can understand what I want you to see. And now we can move to how can we train the TLN one. See you in the next video clip.